Hello everyone, welcome to Karthika IAS Academy. Let's see the topics which we have covered in the June month. On the whole, we have covered 87 topics in the month of June. Okay, now we'll see what are the topics we have so far covered. Counting of stars, the STG India Index. Here you can notice that we have covered the topics from all the sections and from all the papers. Okay, for example, Polity. We have taken most of the articles from the news which have covered the recent Supreme Court judgment or any other High Court judgment or any other policies taken by the government, any other initiations which were taken by the government, all those were covered here. If you take the paper of economy, we have seen the recent market trends or any economic development in the country, or if there is any effect to the economy, we have taken such topics. If you see the SNT, okay, we have seen the recent advancements in the space, not just with respect to India and with respect to the other countries, other space research stations which have made the advancement we have covered here. If you see the environment and ecology paper, in that we have seen the recent any new species which is in the news, okay, or any other degrade, like something related to the environment degradation or pollution, we have covered all the topics from that. Okay, history, geography, if you take this, we have even seen the topics which are related to history, like which has the significance and which are in news, persons in news who have played an important role in our history. We have covered all those. Okay, now let's see the list of the topics. Counting of stars, the STG India Index, pension for trees, oxygen, forest. Here it is again initiation by a state government. Venus as hotspot for robotic missions. Here it comes under the SNT. Similar way, we have taken all the topics which cover all the sections of our syllabus. Say senior care aging growth engine, the G7 corporate tax deal, black carbon, Kerala Smart Kitchen Project. Here you can observe that we have taken all the initiations of the state governments which are for the first time. If any state government has taken any initiation which is for the first time for the country, we have taken all such topics. Bamboo Market Page, Yantab Scheme, Tiananmen Square protests. Here you can see that not just India, we have even covered the international news. A model Panchayat Citizens Charter, Performance Grading Index. Here you can notice that we have taken all the index or the reports and we have even seen where India is standing in those reports. Operation Pangea Yuva scheme. We have covered all the important schemes in this month. Surakshit Hum Surakshit Tum Abhiyan, Indo-Thai Coordinated Patrol. When we have covered such topics, we have even discussed about our bilateral relationship with the country. Every news, when we have covering any particular country, we are seeing how India stands in any relationship with that country. E-booklet on 20 MOD reforms in 2020. International Level Crossing Awareness Day. We have even covered the important days which are in news. Brood egg swarm of CSAT, the G7 agenda, Sardar Sarovar Dam, tiny worm comes back to life after 24,000 years in Siberian deep freeze. This is a small topic. We have covered the topics which are important for the mains perspective and even for the prelims perspective. Chime telescope, envision mission to Venus. Maharashtra government clears action plan to protect heritage trees. IDEX DIO. Project O2. Here you can see that we have covered all the projects which are related to the oxygen. As we know that there is scarcity of oxygen now and there is a need of oxygen also due to this pandemic. So we have seen what are the initiations taken by different governments, different state governments or the central government with respect to oxygen. New Atlantic Charter. Bharitala Sukastapani. Mouse pumps stored on International Space Station produces healthy offsprings. GI certified Jardalu mangoes. We have covered everything which is related to GI news, as GI is an important topic. Whatever topics are covered under GI in the news, in this month we have covered that. Odisha Raja Parva. Here we have taken most of the topics which are important in PIB section. From the PIB portal we have taken regarding the festivals or any important person in news or any other initiation taken by the government. We have covered everything which is important from the PIB. India's contribution to climate change in last 200 years, just 3%. Naftali Bennett, the Prime Minister of Israel. Here we have covered even the important persons in news in this month. Rare earth metals at the heart of China-US rivalry. India and Pakistan's battle over Basmati. Tagmara Hechi projects. We have covered so far all the important projects which are taken. Next, Southern Ocean as global as globe's fifth ocean. New Shepard, Chinese crewed spaceship. Here you can notice that no topic which is important in the SNT is left over. We have covered all the topics in the science and technology section which are important. Pacific, oil spill reported from Haldia bound Portuguese flag container ship. Sri Milka Singh, Maiden Indian Navy, European Union Naval Force. Exercise in Gulf of Aden. Climate change to increase sea level in Lakshadweep. Here we have taken many topics from the mains perspective where you will be understanding the concept and you will be able to write it and represent, or you can reproduce it in your own words in the same way we have explained in a simple way. World Sickle Cell Day, summer solstice, Antonia Guterres. Center plans bill to order census to re-examine a cleared film. Jammu and Kashmir delimitation panel begins work. Three capitals issue of Andhra Pradesh. We have even covered most of the topics which are local, like regional news, which is there, which is related to Andhra Pradesh. We have covered most of the topics from that also. India to get indigenous HUS in December 2022. NDPS Act. Suicide worldwide in 2019. Antibodies against Nipah virus. Government to handhold small vendors. State interventions Lakshadweep's future. Bring genomic sequencing into the pandemic fight. Take action against illegal adoption. Supreme Court. Here you can notice that we have covered the person in news. We have seen the index. We have seen the recent advancements which are there. We have seen the initiatives which were taken by the government. We have seen the bilateral relations. If you see in news every day, you'll be getting n number of news, but you should be able to pick the right ones. Like, we don't need all the news which is there for the day. Okay, we have to pick the important which we need from the exam point of view. Okay, we have even only selected the topics which are important from the exam point of view. Next, smooth-coated otters spotted on Godavari Island. The promise and perils of digital justice delivery. Green economy and mobility, key aspects of draft 2041 master plan. Here you can see we have covered not just like which are important at the central perspective or only from our state. We have covered the news which is important from the other states also. Okay. Next, Centre unlikely to allow return of four Kerala women who joined IS. Italy has paid 10 crores, Centre tells Supreme Court. China Sri Lanka Friendship Hospital opened. World's first GM rubber sapling 18 MINS. Sorry, this is not there. Okay, world's first GM rubber sapling. Strawberry moon. These are the individual topics which we have taken and discussed. Pakistan to remain on FATF grey list. IAC will be commissioned next year, Rajnath Singh. India-China plan 12th round of talks on Ladakh standoff. DRDO test enhanced range Pinaka rocket. Here you can see that we have even covered most of the news which is from the Hindu newspaper. It means that we have picked the articles which are important in news and even the articles from the Hindu newspaper. Nothing is left behind. Like, you cannot you can be assured that the thing which is important, the news articles which are important from the different newspapers, we have picked all that. Okay, so far we have covered on the whole 87 topics in this month. TN reiterates opposition to Meghadatu Dam. Suspected drone attack on IAF Jammu station leads to injured. Rajnath reaches Ladakh to review ground station. Flamingo festival held in virtual mode. Blinken lapid to meet in Rome to reset US-Israel ties. NIA NSG find no debris of drones at Jammu IAF base. Dialogue not at cost of national security, says Rajnath. Jagan to attend promotional event on Disha app. PV Narasimha Rao. Next, nuclear-capable Agni-P missile test fired. Ukraine, US launch Black Sea drills. Whenever we have taken any of the location, when there is some location in the news, for example, it is Black Sea. In that news, in that video, we have covered the map pointing. Okay, not just this. Whenever a location is there in any of the news, for example, if we have learned about any ties between India and any other country, I have shown you the location of that particular place. When a river comes in the news, I have shown the location of the river in that news. Okay, So here, not just you are learning the concepts, and even you are going to learn about the location of the places which are in news, which is important from the exam point of view. Ensure that no migrant worker goes hungry. Supreme Court instructs government. Monsoon session likely from July 19 to August 13. When such topics come, not just the news article I have been covering, I'm even going to check with the background, because it's not like you all will be aware of the background. So I'm even explaining the concepts from the subject. For example, if you take the monsoon session, I have even explained you what is this session is. And though this topic is related to polity, I have even covered the background of that topic along with the current affair topic. Okay, Indians value religious freedom, not integration. Here if you see that here this is completely the view of the person who have written. It is taken from the research article. Okay, it is based on the data which they have given. Though it is completely based on the data, we have analyzed from our perspective. It means we should be able to produce it in our own. So I have explained you clearly all those topics, how you have to produce them with the suitable examples. OPEC risks forcing India to tap Iran for oil if prices stay high. So here you can see we have covered everything from the prelims and the mains point of view. If you keep on continuing seeing the current affairs, you will not miss anything. So don't miss any of the video or any of the class. Thank you.